Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be covering some geodatabase modeling exercise in AutoCAD. Yes, you heard that well. We are doing all this database management in AutoCAD. So let's see. Firstly, we have this CSV file, okay, which stores our data. And now you can observe that the nothing comes before the easting. Okay, let me expand from here, but probably I want the easting to come before the nothing. All right, to do that quickly, I'll just click on this to highlight the entire um column, then move my mouse until it changes to this move icon. I'll click drag to the left to this left insertion point here. Are you seeing it? Then press the shift button, hold it, and release my mouse. Okay, so this swaps the columns real quickly, and we now have it easting before nothing. Next up, in this column, we're going to type in a formula. We say type in equals to, and then we say b2, then ampersand, then comma in quotes, then ampersand again, then click on this C2, and we have it like so, and we hit enter. What this does is that it separates them in the form of easting, comma, nothing. You can see it clearly, easting, then a comma, and then nothing. Double click this to effect that across all. Right, now let's come to AutoCAD. So we click on this new button at this top left corner, all right, here, and then we're going to select a card, right, from this template, or use AutoCAD. So okay, I'm using this AutoCAD, so it's okay. Let me open it, and we have it like so. Next, we'll do our normal settings. Go to format, um, format, come to units, and then decimal is okay, this is okay, but change this to degree, minutes, seconds, this to degrees and minutes. This is what we are using. The millimeters, this we change it to, let's say, meters. Where is meters? Here, yes. So the units. Okay, then we'll come to this direction and then change it to not. We may want to change the p type, point type. So go to format, and then you see the point style here. Let's change this, set to absolute unit. Let's set it to 2 or 4. Let's say 4. Let's see how it looks. All right, now we're going to select all these. Okay, come back to AutoCAD, multiple. All right, so before going to that part, let's go to our database management. Here you are seeing a layer. All right, under this home tab here, you are seeing this layers section. So click on layer properties. Okay, it opens like so, and now I can create a new layer. Right, so I'll click on create new layer, and I'll call this boundary boundary. For the boundary, I can set the color to red. Okay, this is red. Create another layer, call this building or buildings. All right, create another layer. No, buildings. I'm not setting the color to red, is um white. This other layer too, not, the color should be white. Okay, so this one I can call this one roads. Right, ROADS, roads. And then what other one? You can add another one. This one can be frame. Add another one. This one will be image or IMG. Let's call it IMG. Add another one. I will call this orders. Okay, orders. I think that's okay. All right. So now we are going to click on this drop down here. We are going to click on this drop down and select boundary. Then let's come to Microsoft Excel and highlight and copy. We have copied this, so we come here, and then we can click on this drop down. But easier way is you can click on this command line and say multiple, hit enter, then point, point, point singular, not points. Okay, hit enter, then press Ctrl V, press escape, Z, enter, E, enter. Alright, we are seeing the points, they are red because we set the boundaries to red. Alright, but no problem. Let's change it to, let's say something like um white, right? Okay, so let's click on polyline, click here, press Ctrl V, and then C and hit enter. And here we have this. Okay, I can delete the points at this point. Let me quickly do that. So I'll select everything, then select everything. Okay, I'll select everything here, hold down the shift and deselect this so I can delete the points if I want. I don't want the points. Now I'll click on save or save as. Alright, let me save this to my desktop. I'll name this tutorial. Click on save, then click save as again. This time around I'm going to click on this drop down and say DXF. Okay, save it as DXF, right? And tutorial.dxf. I'm going to save this. Okay, let's close the tutorial.dxf and let's open back the tutorial.dwg, which is this one. So we have it like so. Now what we want to do next is to go to QGIS and click on new or Control N. Now after clicking on new, we have this layers tab and this browser tab. Okay, under this XYZ tiles, you can right click on it and go to new connection. Type in the name, you can browse for the URL and type and paste it here. So you can browse for this Google Satellite Hybrid URL. I have it here. Let me click on it. Right click, edit connection. So this is the URL. Okay, I may paste it in the comment section. Okay, but for now let me continue. I'll right click on it and say add layer to project. Now it has been added to the project. Okay, but let's go back to the layers pane here. Look at this bottom right corner, you're seeing the coordinate system. Click on that button and then change the coordinate system. So we are changing it to this WGS84 UTM zone 32 knot. Just in case it's not available here, you can search for it here. So I'll click on it and then click on OK. Right, so we have set the coordinate system. So the next thing we want to do is basically to drag and drop. Okay, we're going to do some drag and drop. So here is the my desktop tab, right? And I'm seeing this file tutorial.dxf. Okay, I can just drag it and drop it. Just drag it and drop it into QGIS like so. Okay, then click on add layers. The coordinate system is UTMs and 32 knots. So click on that, click OK, and we have it here. Right click on it and say zoom to layer. Uh, and we have it like so. So this brings us to this beautiful interface where we are seeing our study area. Do you understand? We are seeing our study area clearly. So now that we are seeing our study area, what else we want to do? We can go to the click on project and come to new layout manager and just click on create. You can leave it like that and creates a layout. I want to set it to, let's say, portrait. So now page properties, A4 portrait. Then we'll click on this from the add items, or from here we can add map, right? So click on this add map button and then click this side and drag down to this side. Okay, now we have it like so. So the map has been added. We can adjust the scale. Let's select the map and let's say scale 1 is to 3000. Hit enter, and here we have it. So here is our study area, but let's go back to the map here. Go to the view tab, go to the panels, and then this layer styling panel, right? So select it and then we can select this. Let's make it more visible. Let's give it a more red color, a deeper red color, and then let's click on it so we can edit it. So increase this, the width. Okay, 1.6. Okay, let's click on apply. Let's see how it looks like. Seems not to be working, but no worry, we'll address that later. But let's look at our layout. Okay, you can click on this button and then use it to adjust the content like so, so that our study area is centered, right? Once our study area is well centered, you can leave it like so, and then we have it like this. So now we have this, we can click on here and then go to export as image, right? And then let's go back to desktop and say map image one, or let's just call it img1 001. All right, click on save, and here you can set um, our resolution 300 dpi is okay. So we now click on save, and that's it. So this is all. We don't need to save this QGIS project. We don't need to save it. So now here in this, in we can just go back to AutoCAD and then go back to our desktop and look at the image one. Just right click on it, say copy, come to AutoCAD here, click this drop down and change to image, then press Ctrl V, click and drag, then hit enter, click, drag, click again and hit enter. So you have it like this, huh? So I can scale this thing up with this scale. Let's see. Now what next I want to do is to look at this image. All right, I can align this image with any of the vertices. So let's look how, let's see how it is. Okay, so we'll type align on a computer, hit enter, then say select object. So we'll select the image, right click and say align specific first source point. So we're going to look for any suitable source point, like here is very visible, or let's keep looking for a suitable source point. Okay, let me see this hopper edge. So let's take this hopper edge here, click on it here, and then bring it here. Then the second point, we can take this hopper edge too, this upper edge, click on it, and then come up here, then right click and click type Y and hit enter. So what this does is it places it exactly where it is, right? So let's click on the home tab and then click here, click this drop down here and say send to back. So now you can see that the image is well positioned. Now that the image is well positioned, you can now go to, let's say, um the layer drop down again, come to buildings, and now we can start tracing our buildings. So this is how you digitize buildings um in AutoCAD, right? So remember my caption about digitizing buildings and the rest. Let's digitize one more, then we'll leave here one more. So here, all right. So now we have it like so. Then next we can change it to road. Let's say road, and then we can trace out the roads, like let's say this road here. Can trace it out like so, alright, like so, and we have it like this, and we can offset this, um offset it by, let's say, 7 meters. Let's see how it looks like. Perfect. So this is how we carry out our digitization. Now, what important thing about this is you can click on this drop down and come here, look for this image and turn it off, and you have it like so. You don't necessarily have to delete the image after you are done, right? And we can also turn off the, let's say, the buildings like so, and the road. um let's change this to others, so we can turn off the roads, so we have it like so. So this is how you digitize and your features in AutoCAD. So at this point you don't even need ArcGIS Pro anymore, ArcGIS Pro or QGIS to digitize your buildings, just AutoCAD. The only thing we did in QGIS is just to export the image. So we don't even need to save the project. So that's how we do it. I want to thank you for staying tuned till the end. I really appreciate. See you in the next video.